Oh, hello. We didn't see
Hello.
you come in.
Sorry.
Welcome to Killing Time, the show that reviews entertainment entertainingly. We're still looking for entertainment that doesn't suck, but there's a lot of crap out there. Gotta say.
Yes, there is.
So I'm Iyaz. Hello.
I'm Rob.
Yes.
I like your background, Iyaz.
What, the crib there?
Yes.
Yes, I happen to have my entertainment is this guy. Let's bring him up. Can't get him. We'll put in the picture later on. In post. Do it in post. Anyhow, as I throw him away.
Go back there.
Okay, so we are going to talk about rebooting Spider-Man. Again. So Spider-Man's been... Let's see. The Spider-Man franchise was like in litigation hell for about 20 years. It looked like James Cameron was going to do it, and that never happened.
Right. Leonardo DiCaprio was kind of attached to it, wasn't. And then James Cameron was attached to it, wasn't. And then finally it got made.
It got made, and it got good, and then it got better, and then we will not speak about the third one.
It didn't happen.
So there's a new Spider-Man now because they're rebooting it. Apparently the reason was that was given was it was too expensive to do a Raimi Maguire movie again, which I thought was kind of a stupid reason. I thought a better reason was because they screwed up the movie. But
Yes, because there wasn't a good script. That's a good reason.
So we got this guy named Andrew Garfield. So you've seen pictures of him. I've seen pictures of him. Do you think he looks the part?
He looks the part of Spider-Man as he was originally visioned by Stan Lee. You know, skinny, lanky, kind of awkward.
I think he's a
Peter
Brit
Parker.
too, right?
Yeah, he's a Brit.
Yeah, and Peter Parker was a British person. I mean, I always read it with a British accent, didn't you? Every time you read a Spider-Man comic book?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. You know, when you grow up in Queens, there's a lot of Brits in there.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, anyway, so I don't know anything about him. I've never seen him in anything.
Me either.
He looks the part, though. You're right. He does have that. He does look a bit nerdy, which is what Peter Parker is supposed to look like.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of looks like Topher Grace.
Yeah.
So
And we always said Topher would have been a decent Spider-Man.
I just hope there's a lot of wisecracking in this one, and he's actually good with
A
good at what
wise
he
ass.
does. Yeah.
He needs to be.
So who is Andrew Garfield? He's Spider-Man. And according to IMDb, he plays Peter Parker and Spider-Man, which I thought was like total spoiler.
Wow.
It doesn't even say, roll over for spoiler. It's like right there in your face, and it's like,
Ruins the whole plot.
I know. You're like, well, I mean, all J. Jonah Jameson has to do is go IMDb, and he'll find out.
Now the question is, will they be recasting those roles too?
Well, they shouldn't recast J. Jonah.
No,
That
because
dude's awesome.
he's perfect.
All right, let's move to a franchise that's it's dead in the water. James Bond.
James Bond. They shelved it.
Yeah, the next James Bond, this is on Cinematical, next James Bond film permanently canceled. Apparently MGM, the company that owns James Bond and the rights to him, has totally collapsed financially, so they don't have anything coming out. So what movies do you recommend? What Bond movies should people watch in light of this failed Bond thing? So what should people go through?
Well, you should definitely go back and watch the first few Roger Moore James Bond. A View to a Kill was his last one. That was no good. But some of the other ones, The Man with the Golden Gun was a good one. And I always liked Octopussy. Not just for the name, but it was a good movie. And then, of course, everybody says, the Sean Connery ones, the originals, you got to watch those. The ones I avoid are anything with Timothy Dalton.
Okay, yeah, doesn't Timothy Dalton actually get married to one of them? Or is that actually Sean Connery?
Sean Connery gets married to one of them. No, sorry, it wasn't even Sean Connery. It's George Lazenby.
Right, the best James Bond, as far as
He only
I'm
made
concerned.
one movie.
Yes, he's clearly the best. 'Cause he did
yes.
it once.
Yes.
So you're saying to watch all of them except George Lazenby's one movie? Should they watch
no Timothy
Thunderball?
Dalton.
And what is Thunderball and the other one? That's the exact same movie.
Never Say Never Again.
It's the same movie though.
It's the same movie, but it was made by a different company because the rights were split between two companies.
So there you have it. So any Daniel Craig movies? You think you should watch that or not?
Casino Royale was good.
That was good. I did see that.
Quantum of Solace was too confusing.
Okay, Hulu Plus. You heard about
Hulu
it?
Plus. Heard about it.
Okay, so it's $10 a month. You get some HD, more shows. It works on iPhones, iPads, your TV content on your TV. That's some crazy stuff there.
Wow.
Okay, what do you think? Is it worth it?
Worth the $10? I'm going to say yes, because when you make the comparison to cable, which people are paying $80, $90, $100 for, if you have a home theater PC and you're paying $10 a month for that, you have your DVR through the home theater PC, seems like a pretty good deal. The question is there enough content on there?
Hulu Plus, it only has a couple of networks: ABC, NBC, Fox, and the cable and their cable equivalents. FX is on there. I don't think this is enough to cut cable because, I mean, there's still a delay, which I think is kind of weird. I mean, I want a world where it's kind of like a DVD. If I'm going to pay $10 a month, when episode 1 is out, I want the season finale as well. I want it all there right now. Because there's no point in this weekly thing unless they're filming them weekly still.
So you're saying you want the show on there as soon as it's been filmed and edited and ready to go?
Well, could you imagine if in a movie, you're sitting there and they're like, oh, they didn't film this part yet. I guess I can't watch it now. It's like, no, they put it all together. So, I mean, don't just release a season. You know, I mean, I would much rather see that because I think then it starts getting different than your cable television viewing experience, which is I'm just going to watch it as it comes in. This is already a more on-demand kind of system, so why not just pull the curtain off and show us you have these things done already. Let's see it. Okay, so lastly, LeBron James decision special called The Decision aired on ESPN, got a 7 rating. Okay, so it's fantastic. If you guys are unaware, LeBron James is a professional basketball player who's leaving the Cleveland Cavaliers to play for the Miami Heat. What did you think of the special?
The special was quite special.
Wow.
Especially the part when they, the stage show, the smoke, when they had the 3 of them together. Did you see that part?
The what now?
The actual Miami press conference after his announcement.
Oh, no, I didn't see that. I was just talking about the one thing that aired on ESPN.
The thing that aired on ESPN was interesting. I didn't think it was anything groundbreaking, but so many people think that he is the future of basketball, which he kind of is, that they wanted to see where he was going. But it showed that there were still a lot of fans of the NBA. Yeah, I mean, to me, as a basketball fan, this is going to be fun to watch, to see these 3 guys play together. But the special itself, LeBron James said that there was going to be a decision in the first 10 minutes. Then they had Jim Gray talk to him at around 9:20. Then they just talked about, hey, so how's it going? That's a nice shirt. Good to see you. So you're LeBron James, are you? So what is it you do? That's basically what happened for like 7 or 8 minutes. And it seemed like somebody must have been in Jim Gray's earpiece saying, stretch, get to 9:30. Get to 9:30. And finally, like 10 minutes in, he says, I'm going to Miami. Which apparently didn't say Miami. He said South Beach, which everyone calls it South Beach, but they call them the Miami Heat. And I was just waiting for it to, the topic to trend. But the special was, what do you think of this idea of a press conference? It's not a press conference, a television special to announce what you're doing. It replaced the press conference. I mean, there was the Miami press conference the day after, but I mean, back when let's say Michael Jordan signed a new deal. He'd just have a press conference in the middle of the afternoon, and it wasn't that big a deal. So
do you think the people around him thought this was a good idea?
Yes. It's because the people around him are all about the PR and the publicity.
Yeah, and this is a small defense of LeBron James here, and that's special, even though I think it's going to go away once he starts playing. Nobody's going to pay attention to it. But it seemed like a bad idea, but at least he was controlling what he wanted to do. He wanted to show this thing off, and he claims that the money went to Boys and Girls Club, which is always good, because why not give money? But he's 25, okay? He's only 25. He's been in the NBA since 18 years old. He might have a small or a little bit of a warped sense of the world because of the way he's grown up. And that's fine. So he's a little eccentric. I mean, is this any weirder than when I think like Joaquin Phoenix wants to be a rap star? I mean,
nope.
That's weird.
You're right.
This is just an athlete being an athlete. I think this is fine. I wouldn't recommend it for a lot of people because I think the day before Kevin Durant played on the Oklahoma City Thunder. I want to say Sonics, but not anymore. He just they send out like a little press release. I don't think there was even a conference. They just
it kind of it depends. There's quite a range of fan base between those 2 players.
Okay, that's going to end this 10-minute episode because we're trying to fit them on YouTube now, and I don't feel like editing too much. So
okay, sounds good.
Ending show. Bye-bye.
Bye.